moment, and relegation threatened all the shot at home to come, so the run of games does not get any easier. Both sides just heading out onto the playing surface here at Roots Hall. Southend United desperate to get back to winning ways after that disappointment in front of more than 7,000 here on Friday night, and there's another really good crowd in for a chilly old Tuesday evening here once again tonight. Southend United show two changes from the side, beaten by Barnet. Steve Arnold in goal, the back three, Sean Hobson, Ollie Kensdale and Louis Lomas, Gus Scott Morris and Jack Bridge the wing backs. Nor has seen Cav Miley and Harry Taylor in the middle. Harry Cardwell is partnered by Callum Powell. The bench is Colin Ndeng and D, the replacement goalkeeper, Nathan Ralph, Dan Mooney, Wes Vonguk and Chris Ray. As for Chesterfield, as I mentioned, just one win from 10 for them, and that includes 6 defeats as well, but they are still in 5th position, which shows you what a good start to the season they had. They're unchanged from the side which went up to the North Eastern one at Gateshead on Saturday. Ross Fitzsimons is in goal, a back four of Raheem Shackelford, Tyrone Williams, Jamie Grimes and Lawrence Maguire. Tim Akinola and Darren Oldacre are the two holding midfielders. Ahead of them, Jez Ukegbulam, Liam Mandeville and Ryan Colclough, and up front it is Paul McCallum, signed on loan from Dagenham and Redbridge. He's got 8 goals so far this season. Their bench is Jeff King, Ash Palmer, who won the title with Stockport County last season, Ollie Banks, who's a title winner with Barrow, Joe Quigley, and the man I was mentioning signed yesterday on loan from Solihull Moors and has got 14 goals this season, Andrew Dallas. Chesterfield really are packed with some firepower. They did lose their talisman Kabongo Shimanga earlier this season for a 6-figure fee to Peterborough United. Change of referee to that which was advertised this evening as well. It was due to be Matthew Russell from Hampshire, but instead we've got Lloyd Wood, who's from Essex. At a push, more likely Saturday, but that hand has been forced just a little bit as we're underway live and exclusive here on BBC Essex Sport, and Chesterfield immediately swing the ball out to the far side where Akinola lets it run for Shackelford. Southend pick it up and force it back into the Chesterfield half, and it's out for a throw-in. Can't quite win possession, and Chesterfield have it, and again it's just worked short into the feet of Colclough, who's out-muscled by the hard-working Scott Morris. Cardwell back to Powell, who clips it back into Cardwell, off to Taylor. Taylor down this near side for Powell, who's onside. He'd stayed level. Powell drives the shot in, didn't quite get hold of it from a wide position, and Fitzsimons falls on it. Kensdale's up there. Cardwell is a beacon for this one, you would feel. They do have some size in there now, Southend, with the addition of Cardwell. Miley swings it in, left-footed, downward header, flicked towards goal and flicked wide. And it was a decent opportunity as well in the end from Scott Morris, because it was nodded down. I think Hobson got a touch on it. Scott Morris just bouncing just outside the 6-yard box and flicks the ball wide of goal. Set piece, which Liam Mandeville, from a Colchester United loanee, will take from this near side, right-footed in swinger. They're all massed on the edge of the box here for Chesterfield, other than Colclough, who's stationed right in front of Steve Arnold. Up to the far post, headed in, not picked up at the far post. They all massed on the edge of the area. I think it's Lawrence Maguire who's got on the end of it to power the header beyond a statuesque Steve Arnold, and Chesterfield have the lead. Blues 0, Chesterfield 1.
Yeah, just plain and simple, poor marking from the corner. Steve Arnold had no chance. It's fired to the back post. Got a lot of pace on it as well, so he can't come and get it. He can't get involved. It's just a man got a free run at the back stick and completely unchallenged on the back post and headed it down, centre of the goal. Gave Steve Arnold very little chance at all. As I say, just out and out bad marking.
Out to the near side to Maguire, whose first touch is appalling, but it doesn't make any difference because there's no one putting pressure on him. But his second one's a lot better. Down the near side to Colclough, switches it inside to the edge of the area for McCallum. Out to the far side to Ukegbulam on his right foot. Ukegbulam shoots, it takes a block and behind for a corner kick. Louis Lomas put himself in the way there to deflect it wide, but I think if Ukegbulam looks up, he's got a man outside him. Given away by Southend. Maguire picks it up, just a little one inside to Mandeville. Mandeville on the halfway line, on one more to Ukegbulam. He's got Shackelford outside him if he wants to pick him out. This time he does. Shackelford works it on one more. Good run this by Mandeville, down to the byline, lifts it up towards the far post. McCallum with a header off the underside of the bar and cleared away by Southend United. It's a beautiful move. The Blues almost undressed embarrassingly, and they're lucky not to be 2 down. Southend come up with possession, and Scott Morris away with it. Slips it down the near side. Cardwell will get there ahead of Fitzsimons. Cardwell turns it towards goal into the side netting. Don't know what Ross Fitzsimons doing there. No need for him to come out, with plenty of defenders back, and it gave Cardwell a little sight of goal from a narrow angle, and he puts it wide.
these throw-ins. Got Sean Hobson gone up there as a target, but they've decided to throw short for some reason.
Scott Morris gets it back from Powell, but he's closed down before he can get the cross in by Maguire. Little back heel by Scott Morris down to the byline. Can Powell get there and cut the ball back? He can. In shot from Bridge. Saved by Ross Fitzsimons. Don't think he quite got hold of it, Jack Bridge, when it fell to him. Probably surprised to get the opportunity. Didn't quite get hold of it, and Fitzsimons falls on it. It's the halfway line. They're going to give possession away, though. And Akinola in a really tight area. Lovely skills from him. Picks out a green shirt. And Chesterfield have possession, and they'll finish the half in possession, as well as referee Lloyd Wood brings the first 45 minutes plus 2 added on to an end here on BBC Essex, with Southend United trailing by a goal to nil. Paul Clark.
Yeah, worked very, very hard, but worked hard chasing green shirts all night long. The best thing you can say about that half, I would think, would be, well, they're only losing 1-0.
Cav Miley's not happy that the Chesterfield wall has edged forward. Referee's not interested. Cardwell's the only man stood over this free kick. It favours his right foot. Cardwell into the arms of Fitzsimons. Just momentarily looked at that because it seemed to just go through the wall, and it's lucky it's straight at the goalkeeper as it bounced in front of him.
For Chesterfield is causing Blues midfield all sorts of problems at the moment.
Shackelford feeds it forward to Mandeville. Mandeville, little pocket of space, switches it out to Ukegbulam. Ukegbulam up to the far post, just over the head of the on-rushing McCallum. Corner, Southend United, their first of the game, approaching the hour mark on BBC Essex. The Blues are goal down. Into the near post it goes, flicked up and over the bar. It's a really good run towards that near post, and it's Gus Scott Morris. Maybe, if you're going to criticise him, and it's not really a criticism, he might have got too much on it as it goes over the bar. The Chesterfield boss now in his second spell with the Derbyshire club, just pointing out a couple of things and also ready to make a substitution. It's his 205th game in charge at Chesterfield tonight, and his win ratio is 44%. Had good success with them first time around. Looking to get them back in the Football League, and he's watching Cole Clough to the edge of the area, and he scores! And Paul Cook turns and punches the air, and Ryan Colclough turns and runs to the travelling band of Chesterfield fans. A smart finish from the edge of the area. Southend 0, Chesterfield 2.
Yeah, and he just outmuscled, I think it was Cav Miley on the edge of the box, and cut inside, and then none of the centre halves couldn't see who was closest, then decided to step out and close him down, so he just smashed the shot left-footed. Probably Steve Arnold, given the benefit of the doubt, because the centre half hadn't gone and closed down, it's a little bit unsighted, caught him by surprise. A lot of power on the shot, did strike it particularly well, but like from 25 or 20 yards out, you'd probably expect that side. Perhaps it caught Steve, I don't know, as I say, there's a defender in front of him, whether he's trying to shift his weight for a better sight of it, can't be told, but it was a well-struck shot, but it's just weak challenge on the edge of the box and then no second man coming in. That's the disappointing thing.
A portion of those for Altrincham. He's got 10, Chesterfield have got 2. Southend are 2 down, and they've given possession away straight from the kick-off, and forward come Chesterfield. They've got Mandeville overlapping, but he just has to wait for the ball to come towards him. That might give Southend a chance to get back, but here's Dallas now, drives it across the face of goal, and a whole mess of players at the near post. 3 or 4 of them all miss it, and Scott Morris clears away for the Blues. Led on by Oldacre into Colclough, the man who's got the second here on BBC Essex. As Southend going to fall to successive home defeats. Ray switches it now in, and Cardwell's onside, and Cardwell in on goal. Can Southend get back into it? They can! Harry Cardwell slides it under Ross Fitzsimons. He arced his run perfectly. It was fed into his path. Southend straight back in it. Blues 1, Chesterfield 2.
Yeah, I think it was Chris Ray just inside the Chesterfield half. Just turned beautifully and slipped it into Harry Cardwell. And it's one of those ones. He's got so much time to think about it. You panic, you think, don't hit it too early. Let the keeper come out, commit himself. And he took it close enough that he could slide it under the goalkeeper and give him no chance at all. Really cool, calm finish from him. But I think, pretty sure it was Chris Ray. Did well in the hold-up play to turn. It's nice to see the two strikers working together.
And out for a throw to Southend in the Chesterfield half. Blues 1, Chesterfield 2. Cardwell gets the flick on into the box. Can Ray bring that under pressure? Ray hooks it to the far post to Bridge. Bridge brings it under control just outside the 6-yard box into the edge of the area. Shot towards goal. It's dropped on by Fitzsimons. I don't think he's seen quite got enough on it, but he got it on target. Not under a great deal of pressure from Chris Ray. And Ray takes the throw in quickly. Intelligent run by Cardwell. Cardwell to the byline, tries to pick out his man at the far post. It was Mooney, and Fitzsimons falls on it at the near post instead.
But sold the defender, took it to the byline. gives a great chance. Steve Arnold going up as well, loading blue shirts and yellow shirts in and around that Chesterfield penalty area.
2 minutes to go on BBC Essex. Corner Southend. Arnold's forward in towards Steve Arnold. Fitzsimons punches it away from his opposite number. The Blues keep it alive. Arnold stays forward. Back out to Jack Bridge. Ball needs to go into the box. Bridge puts it in. Arnold with the header. Off target. Steve Arnold is forward once again. Mooney puts it in. It doesn't beat the first man. It's cleared away. Southend come up with it. Mooney needs to get it back in left-footed. It hits the defender. It'll go out for the corner kick, will it? No, Bridge keeps it alive, and the full-time whistle goes as Jack Bridge puts the ball into the box. The referee blows his whistle. He brings an end to the game, and Southend United are beaten at home for the second successive game at Roots Hall.